Hello, I'm Rick. Version 2 of PreEqualization Analyzer is now out, and we've added some great new features. When you log in now, you'll see a main dashboard summary that shows you the health of all of your CMTS, as well as how they've changed over the last week. We've also added a sensitivity setting when you correlate modems, so you now can adjust that sensitivity to look at which modems are being impacted by a common impairment. Here's a quick summary.
Today I'm going to show you some of the new features that are in PreEqualization Analyzer version 2. The first thing that you'll notice when you log in is the new main dashboard summary. The summary shows you the high-level CMTS statistics, including the number of CMTS that we're monitoring, and the total change in red modems over the last 24 hours for all CMTS. This overall health score is for all CMTS on the system, and is derived by looking at the total number of red and yellow modems in relation to green modems. You can also click here if you have more than one CMTS, and you can drill in and get some additional statistics. These particular summary stats here show you the total number of modems on all CMTS and the breakdown by red, yellow, and green modems. In this row, you see the percentage change for each over the last week. Now, to get to the main dashboard that you're used to, you just go up here and select Detail View, and that will pull up the main dashboard view that you are used to. Now, one difference you'll see in the map area are these blue flags that have numbers. And these basically represent when you've got more than one device at the same location or they're very close to each other. If you click a flag, you'll see that there's an arrow where you can page through those modems and you can see the severity level and the estimated location for each problem. Another feature we've added is the ability to expand the map. So if I click this button right here, that will expand to a full size or a bigger map. So you can get more area there, and then I just click back to original and I'll go back to the original map. Now, correlation has been improved in some ways. Again, a correlation group would be a group of modems that seem to have the same impairment located next to each other. And, as before, you would select your correlation group here. Now, when you recorrelate modems, you actually have a choice on the sensitivity. So the values in the selection box correspond to the level of microreflections in dBc. The recommended setting is 18. You can lower the threshold for correlation groups by selecting a lower microreflection level like 19 or 20, but that's going to make it more likely that you'll see correlation groups. However, it will also make it more likely that you'll see weak correlation groups, which may or may not be representative of a common impairment, or there may be a common impairment, but maybe it's hard to find the source because it's not that bad yet. So again, we're going to go ahead and just recorrelate. We'll select 18 as the setting there, which is the recommended setting. And again, just as before, I would select a group like group number 1. Now you'll notice when I select this group, we'll have the correlation group come in, and I see some very similar frequency responses, and I've got a group of modems here that are in the same location that appear to be related. As I scroll down, something else that's added is you'll see some additional boxes here because it looks like these 3 correlation groups that we have are very similar. So since they're very close to each other geographically, we go ahead and say they're probably related to the same issue. And in the table, we also will show those correlation groups, and you'll see that what we've got is a VTDR here of 419 feet. So again, it looks like these really are all the same problem. Something else we've added to the table, by the way, is this show and hide RF values. So you can see the RF values, code word errors, SNR, that kind of thing, and then just click that again to go back to the other figures. Again, so what we have here is we've got what look like additional correlation groups. The other thing that will show up here, and you'll see, is a correlation group where you've got a different frequency, 30 megahertz, where it looks like it may be related. And these are no matches that may be close, but not as much of a match as these others. And again, these are color-coded on the map as well. You can see which ones are in the green group, the no match group, and it's all color-coded. So that's basically it. There you have it with the latest changes that we've got in PreEqualization Analyzer version 2.
There you have it. That's what's new in version 2. Now go track down those impairments.